someone who has been a director, a filmmaker, having over 400 videos and short films. His series of books are into the best-selling categories. Today, our guest is Ajitabha Bose, a filmmaker and author, and you're on the Bernardisa Talk Show. Ajitabha Bose, hello, welcome to the show.
Hi.
All right. So I've seen your profile, and we have worked together for the last 5, 6 years. I want to know from you what made you choose filmmaking as a career option.
Okay. That's a very interesting story to hear. Actually, I would love to share. So my grandfather was a theater artist. Okay.
All right.
And my father is still a theater artist and a director. He has done like over 150 plays, skits, and theater work throughout the country. So when I was like in my childhood days, I've seen him as an idol when I was growing up. And somewhere or the other, I loved it. And I started doing skits and play with him. And apart from him, also in schools and colleges, I started. So, maybe I think it's in my blood that I am into direction and filmmaking. And even when I told my dad that I want to do filmmaking and this video production thing, he literally hugged me and he was literally in tears. That was a legacy which was continued, or the third generation.
Right.
Yes, it's one which one to pass on. So I think it's in my blood, and I love doing it. I've always been wanted to make like films and videos, and it's been 11 years now doing it. So I'm very happy with what I'm doing.
11 years is a long period of time, experimenting something like this. I've also heard that you have done more than 400 videos and short films.
Actually, now it is cost 500.
500. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, how was your experience doing this?
I think the one word I always say this, it's magical. Initially, when I started doing it in my college time, it was more of a fun thing because I'm a mass comm graduate, and every mass comm student will tell you this, that we have this craving towards making short films and documentaries. I started with fun thing, but I started enjoying it, so I started learning it more. And when I passed out, like even before I passed out college, I started getting work, and yes, I made it a full-time career, and very happy doing that.
That's something really good, that you are into something that you love, like you're more passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said that, it's a legacy that's going on. Your grandfather was an artist, your dad, and today you are making them proud by making these short films, these videos and musical videos, and trying to get more traction, more crowd following you. One thing that always concerns me when I look up a creative person like you, who inspires you the most? Like, do you have any idols whom you look up to?
My definition of idolizing someone or inspiring, like inspiration, is something different. Like if you say, I'm very much inspired by Shah Rukh Khan, not by his professional career, maybe his personal career, like how he has started from zero and now he's a mega star. I will also talk about Kapil Sharma, Dhoni, and a lot of people who inspires me. Yes, I've always idolized my dad, as I said. As I said that I have grown up seeing him. I have seen his not almost, but I think 70% of his plays live. I like that aura. I like that personality my dad still has of directing something. Like whenever you direct a skit or a drama or a play, there are more than 30, 40 people. And conceptualization, your storyline, whatever you can say, it's all on him. And I always felt nice about that. That
Right.
if I have a story, or if I'm given a story to tell, will I be able to make justice to it? And it's not that my father, but I'm bragging about. But yes, he has pulled out almost all of them, and
Right.
he is a brilliant actor. Still my dream to work with him once. Now that I have started making digital videos, because my father hasn't done any short film or something, but I wish to do it very soon.
And I hope and I wish that your dream of working with your dad should come soon.
Now that will be a very emotional moment for me. First,
I agree with that. Yes. And one more interesting thing, apart from you being a filmmaker or a director, is that you
Mm.
are also an author. And you have written like several books which are in the best-selling categories.
Yes.
So how did you get this being an author?
Okay. First of all, Barna, thank you for saying this that I also write books because people think that I write books and I also make films. It's actually the other way around. Like people think
Right.
that I am an author and I also make films as a side business or side thing. But it's actually the other way around. I make films, I earn from my films. My bread and butter is my filmmaking. And I also write.
Right.
I'm popular more as an author because my
Yes.
books got
Yes.
popular. And somewhere or the other, I will say the word struggling in my this video making thing. But yes, so that's how it started. I think I was always a storyteller. I liked reading books. I liked knowing more stories. I like means I can listen to anyone. It doesn't matter. I'm listening to a popular author like Bernard or I'm listening to a Watchman. I will always listen to someone who has a story.
Right.
And yes, so if you're like if I'm talking to you right now, I have around 10 stories which is going on in my mind. It's just I have to make a decision or make a choice which stories will look good on screen, which story will look good on papers.
Right.
So again, that's a very difficult choice, but yes, that's how it's in the writing. I always wanted to write books, and when I got an opportunity, like why not?
Right. Do you intend to make any films based on your books or on the characters that you have written about?
Again, it's a very good question. I would say I would like to make In Love with Shah Rukh Khan because again I want to work with Shah Rukh Khan. So definitely I would work to like to make that book a movie or a series maybe. So it's actually it will be a movie. Better it's it will be better if it's a movie. But apart
Right.
from that, my one of my novels, It's My Love Story, has already been taken up by one of the leading production houses in India,
Okay.
and soon it will be a web series. So I'm very excited for.
Wonderful. I had a chance of reading your book, In Love with Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay,
And dear listeners, if you're interested, you can buy these books from Amazon. And this book is very small. It's like a pocket book,
right.
which you can carry it along. You can gift it to anyone. And yes, I have a signed copy, so I'm a privileged guy. Signed by the Ajitava itself. Ajitava, before we could end up this conversation, I want to ask you one thing.
Mhm,
There are many aspiring authors who follow me.
mhm,
There are many aspiring
mhm.
filmmakers. I want one message from you that goes to the aspiring filmmakers, the people who want to create digital content.
For the aspiring people, it doesn't matter if you want to become an author or a filmmaker or a singer or anyone. I always say this, and I truly believe, Bernard, that don't run after the fame thing. Sadly, this is happening in the industry a lot now.
Right.
Everyone who wants to get popular more than they want their content to be appreciated. So I think focus on your content. If you're a writer, write good books, write good stories. If you're a filmmaker, make good videos. And I think fame is something which will simultaneously come when you have a good content or you have a good reach. And I know this one thing I would like to share. I get a lot of messages every day, like on an average of 40 to 50 every day. Out of which, at least there are like in a week, I would say there are around 20 to 30 new aspiring authors, you can say, or aspiring filmmakers, you can say. And out of those 30, 25 will ask the same question, which I'm very much fed up and very much upset about. They will always ask me, "Sir, ये blue tick कैसे आ जाएगा?"
Right.
I always felt like I always reply them, "Work hard and it will come." That's the only way. No
Right.
one, like, there are hardly people who ask me कि सर ये book मैं लिखना चाहता हूँ कि ये कैसे लिखूं या
Right.
I if I talk about filmmaking, no one asks about कि sir which camera should I use to make a good film or a good cinematography video.
Right.
मैक्सिमम पीपल विल आस्क मी सर ये फॉलोअर्स 20,000 फॉलोअर 30,000 फॉलोअर कैसे आ जाते हैं ब्लू
True.
टिक कैसे आ जाता है सर वेरीफाइड कैसे हो जाता है तो अगेन आई फील वेरी सैड एक्चुअली इट बिकम वेरी अपसेट्स मी एक्चुअली
Right.
and it's again it all comes with time nothing comes overnight condition applied of course until unless you're Ambani's son uh, if I'm talking about normal people if I'm talking about normal people it
Yeah.
will come with time and it definitely come with time. Nobody has achieved anything overnight. I think
Right.
you have to keep working hard, and with time, it will. definitely make you successful.
What you said is exactly, what I echo is, because I get these authors who come up to me, and the
Hmm.
first question they say is that you have got so many books written,
Hmm.
you have a good following.
Hmm.
I want to be that, but they don't realize that behind these so many books and so many following or so many sales, there's like almost some 8 to 10 years of work that is being done.
Of course, nobody, and actually, I have felt this because it's my own personal experience.
Right.
People like a lot of if the new, if there is a number new reader or new viewer of my work, they
Right.
always say this: "Yeah, you got very popular very soon. Like it hardly took you 2 years." And I'm like, yes. Uh, See how much popular I can become in 2 years. Nobody sees that 8 or 9 years I've been working. It's
Right.
again, it's all the chakacham dunya, all the glamorous world. They only see the stars. They don't see what goes through to become a star like that.
Right. So one more thing I wanted to share, that in my
Hmm.
upcoming book, I was writing. I mean, there's a chapter which I have written about this, which proudly speaks about failures.
Right,
Rather than talking only about success, because
right,
you pick up any entrepreneur's book right now, be it Gary Vee or any top entrepreneurs, you would
right,
see that their success stories out.
right,
But at the same time, these are the same people who have struggled to come here.
right.
Even if you look up at Ambani's, today we call Ambani's, and but if you look
Mm.
back how Dhirubhai Ambani, in the way he worked hard, the way he changed
Even
the whole.
again,
Right.
like even not Dhirubhai, even I would say Mukesh Ambani has also worked really hard. It's
Yes.
not that he has got everything from inheritance from his father, because
Right.
see again, not to mention, but both the brothers got same portion. But one
Almost,
is
yes.
the richest man of Asia, and other again. So again, it's you have to continue work. It's not that you get something from
You
your
have to
father.
continue.
Yes,
Right.
you have to work, keep working. And honestly, I will be again. It's my personal experience. When you become successful, it becomes more difficult for you to maintain that. It becomes
Right.
like you have to work more harder. Like
Right.
when you are become like successful, because you have now people who are expecting from you. You
True.
cannot you have to cater their needs, else you will fail again.
Right. Because the demands are more. People are like
Yes,
looking to
no, yes.
move from you. Yeah.
Like an aspiring author, nobody has like read before. Whatever you have, you will always have a good feedback,
Right.
usually. But if you are a known personality, you will always have criticism, and because they will always relate your current book with your old book or your best book, and they will say, "Yeah, wo maja nahi aaya," and because they have things to compare, right?
Right. That same thing what happens in films and most of the
Everywhere,
creative fields,
everywhere.
every beat sports and all.
Right.
Well, Ajitava, I thank you for taking out your time and being here on this show.
Yes.
It's been I could say a privilege for me to interview someone like you who has
अरे
been.
come on, stop
Arey,
saying man. अरे ऐसा मत बोलना.
I'm just being honest, because come
नहीं
on,
नहीं.
I would never be able to make so many films, or so many short videos or something. But yeah, I always look up, and of course, since I told you that we have worked together, so
Mhm.
there are a lot of things we share in common,
Right,
like most of the authors and the industry that we are working
right,
with,
right.
creative aspect of it. And dear listeners, if you have any queries, you can drop me a text or tweet to Ajitava, and I'm pretty sure he'll be very happy to respond to all your queries, all your doubts. But please don't ask how to get a blue tick or how to get followers.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, genuine queries.
uh,
If you want to know anything about filmmaking or what camera he uses or how he writes his book, at what time of the night he sits and writes his book, you are always free to drop these questions for us. All right, Sajida, thank you.
Thank you, yeah,
And
thank you.
I hope you get more success ahead. And I wish you all the best, man.
Thank you so much, Yaman.